All right, I'm going to call this meeting to order. It's 6:30. Roll call, please.
Mr. Rosinski,
Here.
Mr. Sprecher,
Here.
Ms. Hallett,
Here.
Ms. Kaplan, and Mr. Cadena are absent.
Okay. Before I go any further, what I have to do is mention that we have a quorum, but it's just three of us. And if it's just three, are you the applicant? Oh, you're not? Okay. Well, I guess it's a moot point then, isn't it? I don't need to ask anybody that.
Right, no applicant.
Well, I'll finish my sentence. What the deal is, if we have a quorum, because it's a 5-person committee, but the applicant has the opportunity to not have their case heard if it's only 3 people. Okay.
Because they have to have 3 votes.
Because that's true. That's right.
Yeah.
All of us would have to vote.
Right.
It would have to be a unanimous vote.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're going to move ahead. Any public comments? Sir, in the audience, you're the only one in the audience. Any public comments that have nothing to do with what's on the agenda?
Thank you for asking, Mr. Rosinski. I'm just here to get a feel for what happened.
Okay, great. Welcome. All right, we're going to look at the minutes from October 13th. Did you guys have a chance to look them over? And if they all look good, I'd like to have a motion.
I'll make a motion that we accept them as is.
Okay,
I second.
all right. We have a motion and a second. Call for a vote.
Ms. Hallett,
Yes.
Mr. Sprecher,
Yes.
Mr. Mrozinski,
Yes. Okay, number 5, quasi judicial announcement and swearing in of speakers. Don't know that we have any speakers, but
This is a quasi-judicial proceeding where the Heritage Preservation Board acts in a quasi-judicial rather than a legislative capacity. At a quasi-judicial hearing, it is not the board's function to make law, but rather to apply law that has already been established. In a quasi-judicial hearing, the board is required by law to make findings of fact based upon the evidence presented at the hearing and apply those findings of fact to previously established criteria contained in the Code of Ordinances in order to make a legal decision regarding the application before it. The board may only consider evidence at this hearing that the law considers competent, substantial, and relevant to the issues. If the competent, substantial, and relevant evidence at the hearing demonstrates that the applicant has met the criteria established in the Code of Ordinances, then the board is required by law to find in favor of the applicant. By the same token, if the competent, substantial, and relevant evidence at the hearing demonstrates that the applicant has failed to meet the criteria established in the Code of Ordinances, then the board is required by law to find against the applicant.
thank you. All right, number 6, applications. Application 25-83, certificate of appropriateness to install a sign on the roof of the subject contributing altered structure at 10 South Pinellas Avenue. It doesn't look like the applicant is here. We can still have this meeting if you guys, unless, are you the applicant by any chance?
No.
You're not, okay.
No. He's up there.
Have we heard anything from the applicant?
I have not. I can go check and see if I've got anything in my office. I feel like this is a fairly straightforward case,
Yeah.
and it would be acceptable to hear it without the applicant present, but I'll leave that up to the board.
Okay. Yeah, how do you guys feel about that?
I feel we can keep on going.
You want to move ahead with it? Okay.
It's kind of,
All right, let's move ahead.
Do we
Yeah,
need to
yes.
swear me in?
Yeah. You swear or affirm that your testimony before the Heritage Preservation Board shall be the truth to help you.
I do.
Thank you.
This is application 2583 for Catalina's at 10 South Pinellas Avenue. This slide shows the location and context of the subject property at the corner of Pinellas and Court Street. The slide shows the location of the subject property within the National Register and local historic districts. The applicant is requesting a certificate of appropriateness to install a sign on the roof of the subject contributing altered structure, which is a circa 1930 Tudor revival. It is the only commercial Tudor revival style property within the national and local historic districts. This slide shows the property on the 1909 and 1913 sandboard. Historically, the site included some outbuildings for the Ferns Hotel, which was formerly the Tropical Hotel, which was managed by Walter and Mother Mears, who we have a mural to in downtown. This slide shows the 1919 Sanborn, where the building had changed again, and then by the 1926 Sanborn, the site was cleared. This is a photograph from the Florida Master Site File, and this is the facade of the subject property before any construction activities had taken place. This is a photograph of the facade taken recently. This is showing the north elevation of the building and some context to the south. Some additional southern context, a view of the south elevation showing some of the context looking north. This is the back or the west elevation of the building, and some additional context for you. And then this one's really showing this, the subject property in the context of the kind of the gateway to our city, our historic district at least. This slide shows you the proposed location for the sign. This is just reminding you of the previously approved project that has been ongoing at the site. It's just a survey of the property. And here are the plans for the proposed project, which is a sign on the roof. The relevant standards for review for a certificate of appropriateness for this project would be new construction consistency, neighborhood and district context, roof shape and texture, architectural features, adherence to the Secretary's guidelines, and conformance with the code requirements. With respect to standard 1, the proposed sign height and width is consistent with other signs on adjacent contributing structures. With number 3, the proposed sign would slightly alter the streetscape. However, the impact to the streetscape is not considered to be significantly adverse. With respect to number 4, the steeply pitched roof on the structure is one of its most distinct architectural features. It has been altered through the use of a metal roof. However, the original brick chimneys remain, and the addition of the sign on the roof would not be a significantly adverse impact. I think it may even be, could be viewed as a positive impact by kind of breaking up that kind of jarring metal roof a little bit. With respect to, I'm sorry, going back, with respect to standard 7, the proposed project is an easily removable alteration and would not further impact the historic integrity of the structure. It would preserve the remaining architectural features and wouldn't affect them in any way. And finally, with respect to number 9, the project generally meets the intent of the Secretary of Interior standards and is in conformance with other city code requirements and the comprehensive plan. And then here's just the relevant page from the Design Guidelines Review Manual. It wouldn't be obscuring or hiding any significant historical features. So with that, I would recommend approval of application 2583 with our normal condition that the certificate of appropriateness would expire within 3 years if a building permit has not been issued for the project. And with that, I can take any questions.
I know we don't really deal with ordinances or anything, but the size is all legal, and you mentioned that it's okay to be on the roof. It doesn't have to be freestanding.
Yes,
or
there was
anything.
actually a recent change that would allow a roof sign. So yes, it is in compliance with the rest, with our sign code and the rest of the city land development code.
Okay, great, thank you. What is it made out of? Is it metal, or did it say?
It appears to be made out of vinyl. And
Oh, vinyl.
Oh, it is fine.
I'm assuming there's metal components behind it,
Oh, I see, yeah. The vinyl is just
the lettering for
Right.
the
the
sign.
color and everything, okay. And it's not, I see that it's not laying flat against the roof, it's built out. at
Slightly
an angle.
projecting,
So
yeah.
that makes sense. All right, well, it's a good-looking sign, I think. Any other questions for Carolyn, or?
Yeah, I do. Carolyn, this piece of property has been under construction for many, many years. I don't know, 5 years?
I can say that I have-
Do they give you any, like they're gonna finish? Now they got a sign?
Well, they're moving forward, putting on a sign, so maybe that means they're gonna get some more work done. I will say that I have recently had my 4-year anniversary with the city of Tarpon Springs just last month, and this property was under construction when I started here.
It was actually during COVID, when we were still doing Zoom
Right.
meetings.
Right.
And we approved that first one.
I do know that the owners of the property have had they own a handful of properties within the city, and they did have some impacts over the storm to some of their properties, so, things happen, and they're still within the parameters of their certificate of appropriateness, so.
Well, I think putting a sign up is a good sign of some movement, maybe.
Let us all hope so.
Any other questions?
No, I'm fine.
All right, we don't have the applicant here, so there's no one to talk to or ask any questions. So, do you guys need to talk about it at all?
But my view is it'll be acceptable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
It'll be a rundown building with a beautiful sign.
It'll be good when it gets done.
Well, actually, if there's no other discussion, somebody could make a motion one way or the other.
You go do it.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll make a motion to accept the application as written.
Yep.
The conditions that the staff is,
Okay, I second.
okay.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and there's no other discussion, so let's call for a vote.
Ms. Howland? Ms. Howland?
Yes.
Mr. Sprecher?
Yes.
Mr. Mrozinski?
Yes. Okay, great. Number 7, board and staff comments. Any questions or comments from the board about anything? Carolyn, do you have anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, well, 6:45, we are in adjournment.
Definitely.
You witnessed one of our fastest, shortest meetings.
It is a
They're
record.
usually not this short. Yeah, would you come to the next month, please? Yeah. Okay, thank
Come when
you,
we have a
thank you,
full
everyone.
people up there.